The violent Boko Haram insurgency, endemic corruption and challenges common to many sub-Saharan countries such as low life expectancy, inadequacies in public health systems, income inequalities and high literacy rates and gross underfunding of the education sector are some of the challenges bedeviling the sector. Drastic reduction in public spending following a recent recession has affected government services nationwide. The situation is not different in the education sector, as the sector continues to suffer dwindling budgetary allocations, falling far below the UNESCO standard of 26%. Some of the problems bedeviling the education sector from primary to tertiary level include poor funding, inadequate facilities and space, frequent change in school curriculum, low staff morale and politics between the federal and states, which have contributed to the current number of out-of-school children. Students' protests and strikes, which have also rocked Nigerian universities for years, can be said to be symptoms of a severely underfunded higher education system. Despite these constraints, the country remains a growth market for international students largely funded by their rich parents. This is largely because of the overwhelming and unmet demand among college-age Nigerians. Nigeria's higher education sector has been overburdened by strong population growth, and a significant and rapid expansion of the nation's higher education sector in recent decades has failed to deliver the spaces to accommodate demand. The place of secondary school education in the country's educational system is of paramount importance. However, it appears that secondary schools are not living up to expectations in discharging their obligations. Some education experts argue that the products of today's secondary school system can either usefully live in the society or move into higher institution without their parents' aid. The establishment of the Universal Basic Education Commission is yet to address these problems, as many states fail to provide their counterpart funding to enable them access funds from the Commission. It is, however, pertinent for the government of the day to design suitable guidelines for the funding of education. For instance, United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization UNESCO has recommended that 26% of the total budget of the nation be allocated to education. The percentage of recurrent budgetary allocation to education by various administrations has never exceeded 10%.